Hi, this is Thomas K4SWL, and I just finished up a park activation here at Lake Norman State Park for Parks on the Air. And I've got the Icom IC 705 hooked up, and I thought I'd do what I do a lot of times after I finish park activation. I've got an antenna hooked up, everything's good, so I kind of tune around a little bit. And I haven't done this. This is, I'm doing this live basically. But I thought I'd maybe move down to the AM broadcast band and see what it looks like. I am hooked up to a 40, 30, 20 meter end-fed antenna made by Vibraplex, an excellent antenna called the EFT MTR, which is designed to work with the Mountain Topper QRP transceiver. It's resonant on 40, 30, and 20. I have it configured for 40 and 20 meters right now, so going down to the AM broadcast band's not really resonant for it, but let's try it anyway. So here's what I do when I move down to the AM broadcast band. I usually just go to 160 meters, move it to AM mode, and go down, because I like to start at the bottom of the band here. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let me put it back on the scope, and let me expand it, and then let's change the span so you can see a little bit more here. I'm not going to leave it on anything that's music for very long, or YouTube will give me a copyright violation. So. Now, I don't really have the waterfall configured properly. It's showing very strong signals only as those sort of lines coming down right now. And this is around 1629 local, about 4:30 p.m. Now here's the cool thing too. So if I wanted to, for example, record something, if I wanted to record this session right here, I could hop over here to the menu and then press record start, and that starts a recording. So it's going to be recording this. You can see the little red dot up here. That indicates it's making an audio recording. Now, when you're operating this as a transceiver, it actually is recording at the same time. It's recording the received audio at the same time it records your transmit audio, though you can configure it to do different things.
IC News Desk. Early yesterday morning at 2:21 a.m., two males entered the
1350 AM and 99.3 FM, WHIP.
Now, I am at Lake Norman State Park, which is just north of Charlotte, North Carolina, right now.
NCN News, I'm Bruce Farrell.
So if I really configured this properly, this would show up at, some of these weaker looking stations. I'd make them show up a little brighter right now, because that's barely showing up, yet you're able to hear it really well.
Down a very different path into.
Let's see. It's a little early for proper medium wave DXing.
Identify with him.
Listening to see if I could hear CFZM, but it's a little early for them, actually.
Yeah, Steve would just beat my team.
So, I think this does okay as an AM broadcast band receiver. I've scanned, I noticed a few local stations in there that it picked up fine, and some weaker signal stations. I haven't tried this yet at nighttime, so I'm not really sure how well it'll do there. But it works, pretty well. Also, this has FM radio on it, and I'll change the span here to be a little wider. And now this is not using an FM antenna, okay? This is using an HF antenna. You can see the IBOC station here with HD signals on either side of the FM carrier.
In all areas of your home.
Move to I've been tinkering with FM reception, and I don't wonder if I think this thing could actually be a fairly decent FM DX receiver. From my home, I've been able to pick up some pretty distant FM signals, so I've been pretty pleased with that. Sorry for all the bumpiness. I've only got my iPhone here today. So let's move to, there's also the airband here, which I haven't really tuned it to anything here on the airband. In fact, I don't know what the local ATC frequencies are here. But it does have the airband built into it, which is really nice. And then, of course, you can also do things like what I do all the time, which is do shortwave radio listening. There's WWV in Fort Collins, Colorado. Again, I need to adjust the waterfall a little bit better, but so I can use the twin passband tuning to get rid of the het sound off the side of that coming from this other carrier. Oh, actually, that was the carrier.
L'histoire magnifique et triste quand même de 10 jeunes Maliens partis à Cuba dans les années 60 pour y étudier la musique, non? Et là je m'adresse à ceux dont le pays propose le film. Parmi ces 10 jeunes, l'un d'entre eux deviendra un des plus grands et plus célèbres arrangeurs et producteurs, le maestro Boncana. Voici un autre géant, un autre titre.
I'm not sure. This has got to be radio exterior, yeah. And a huge signal. Maybe Radio Riyadh, I'm not sure. I don't have my schedules here with me today. One of the really cool things about the IC7052 is the clock that it has on the front. And actually, I have it turned off now, but there's a GPS built into it, and it can pull the time off of that, so it's incredibly accurate. I have the GPS turned off when I'm not using it, though, because frankly, I like having a little less battery usage when I'm in the field. Right now, I actually have it hooked up to this BioInno pack, but
thought a change was beginning to happen under the surface.
That's the voice of Grease, I think. Anyway, this is a long format video for me. I don't normally do this sort of thing, but you guys have been asking for it. And so I thought I'd just produce something here on the fly today. I'm not going to edit this or do anything to it. It's going to be what it is. But there's just a little bit of tuning around, listening to stations on the Icom IC 705, which I have to say, I did not plan to keep this. I planned to purchase it for review and then sell it a little bit afterwards, but I am tending toward the side. I'm tending to think of keeping it now. Actually, I really like it. I have to say that it's just got so many great features for a field radio, and I'm not nuts about having. I don't need this screen in the field. Usually, when I'm out in here, I'm using really simple equipment. But it's awfully nice to have it, and all those memory keyer positions that it has are really nice and handy when you're doing park activations. The fact that it can do 70 centimeters and 2 meters, so VHF and UHF, is also really, really handy. And I'm planning to maybe do an EME station, a little EME QRP station around this. And I like that too. And I really, really love the built-in recording. That's huge for someone like me who runs a shortwave radio audio archive. I'm always trying to figure out the easiest way to make recordings. And so I find this is pretty nice to take around. I'm looking forward to someone making some kind of case that would snap onto the front of this thing and protect the front knobs and the encoder and everything, and especially the screen. The screen's what I worry about more than anything else in the field. I'm guessing the longer I have this, the less I'll be concerned about the screen. It's still kind of new to me and very expensive. This is $1,300, which is really about as pricey as any field radio I have. Maybe only rivaled by the KX3, the way I have it configured. Yeah, anyway, really loving this thing, and I'll try to make some more videos. Let me know in the comments section, either here on YouTube or on QRP or the SWLing post. Let me know if there's something in particular you'd like to know about this, and I'll do my best to answer the questions. Thanks a lot, everybody.